against the 49ers and the Vikings. And it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I...
We are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive. Off of play action, Darnold. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this has taken that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Addison will go in motion left. Now it's Darnold. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Darnold eluding the pressure right. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Malik Collins drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Well, the 49ers getting ready to go on offense, and it's the Pro Bowler Brock Purdy at the helm in his 3rd NFL season now out of Iowa State.
And he was terrific in the...
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Darnold. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 3rd and 9 here. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, it's Jones. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. Some motivation.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. This is taken at the 15. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Niners will go on offense. Early on in the game, first quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive. And the slot man goes in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw, Darnold. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Darnold. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. San Francisco's. We are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive. Here's Darnold. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense, it's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Darnold. Under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
And here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The Niners offense and their running back getting set to go once more. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Darnold now to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fights through, and now a crease. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Niners are able to add on to their first half lead.
They really capitalized on that one, didn't they?
Yeah.
Short kick, and they brought it all the way back.
Yeah, you start thinking, wow, maybe he can take it to the 35, get us in great shape. Heck, he just took it the whole way.
Yeah, no sense stopping when they're not going to stop.
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd able to get in there yet again. That's 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And here's Ryan Wright now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He'll take it at the 42, pushing his way through. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Time now to see what this defense can do. Second quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
You doing okay over there, partner? Because that's yet another sack in this game that you just had to call. We're not even at halftime yet. No wonder this team has the lead. What an effort by the defense right from the word go. The adjustments at halftime, they're going to have to be big, or this could...
Under pressure, they got him again. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Fighting his way through contact. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They were winners over the... So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see what this defense can do. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. An inside give to Jones. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. On the delay, Jones. And some strong running. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And taken at the 46. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the...
Time now to see what this defense can do. 2nd quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Looking deep for Jennings.
That is incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold.
Open man is Juwan Jennings.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Darnold from the gun. Completes this to Addison out left. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To the air again, Darnold. Buying time to it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Leonard Floyd. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. This is taken at the 18. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. In motion right is Addison. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
At the 9-yard line.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw here. Flushed. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a give to Jones running left. 20.
Still on his feet.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Aaron Jones, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to claw.
Beginning of the drive, 1st and 10 coming up for the offense. We'll see how this defense does here in the 3rd quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. This complete to Jones. So nothing doing there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, that was a third and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Dances by him. Oh, and now he bowls him over, and he works free. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. The 49ers offense had Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with this. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Leonard Floyd, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Up the middle, Jones. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On third down, here's Jones. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And Sam. Fourth quarter action, beginning of the drive. Time to see how this defense does here. Now it's Darnold.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the 49ers, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everyone.